From last year, we're at North, we're about 2.5 times more failures than we normally would have.
Newly released data shows students are battling the effects of COVID-19, not only mentally, but in the classroom. Grades are falling through the cracks as kids on both sides of the Red River continue to log into computers for at-home learning. Valley News Team's Callie Hubbard investigates in our COVID in the Classroom series.
He's over there on a Zoom call at the kitchen table, and I have another one upstairs on a Zoom call, and they have different schedules.
Parents like Debbie Wapala and Lori Letvin have been trying to manage all 2020, juggling work and trying to keep their child's grades up.
It came very close to me quitting my job, trying to keep the kids caught up. Their teachers are doing everything they can. You can only do so much when it's virtual.
Wapala has a 7th and 10th grader in Thief River Falls, Minnesota. Checking on her son's grades has become a part of her routine.
My high schooler, who's generally an A student, he's now B's and C's.
On top of balancing being a virtual paraprofessional at the high school.
There was too much stress on me, and if I can't take care of my own kids, I felt that it was wrong of me to be taking care of other people's kids when I couldn't keep my own kids on track.
From last year, we're at North, we're about 2.5 times more failures than we normally would have. If you look at a 5-year history, it's even more than that.
Fargo North High School principal Andy Dolan says many families doing virtual academy are not on pace. Students normally get 3 credits a semester, only 1/3 on pace to earn their 3 credits.
I've worked with our staff about making sure that they reach out. They need to over-communicate the concerns that they have.
Dolan says they're looking at a new alternative next year for students who want to learn virtually. West Fargo Public Schools releasing data that shows a 6% increase in at least 1 or more Fs from last fall.
It is alarming, but it's not extreme alarm. And then one thing that was surprising for us, when I looked at the Ds, I didn't see what I was thinking was going to happen, that we were going to see more Ds also, but the percentage is about the same as last year.
And he was failing 4 grades. Like science, he had a 35%. I don't think the grades went over like 55% of failing. And I was shocked.
Lori Letvin out of Rolette, North Dakota says she knew she had a problem when her son Dylan came home saying he was no longer eligible to play junior high football.
I've never had issues with him academically. At parent-teacher conferences in elementary, it's been fine, A's and B's, but he's always been a pretty good student.
Adding she's not blaming the teachers, she appreciates them.
He's not learning, he has to teach himself. I absolutely believe if he was in school 5 days a week, his grades would improve, and it would just be better all around for his mental health.
Letvin says she's lucky her 7th grade child has time to figure his grades out, but others are worried about GPAs and time running out for high schoolers applying to college. Districts adding many are struggling mentally, and it's okay to reach out because you're not in this alone. In the Red River Valley, Callie Hubbard, Valley News Live.
We've had numerous parents reach out to us about the struggles that their kids are facing. If you have a related story to tell, reach out to Callie Hubbard here at Valley News Live. Her email address is at the bottom of the screen. Police have